Proportions and Probability Unit 1 Review. If you are listening to this and you are in my class and you haven't done one or multiple of the assignments yet before this year, pause this video and go back and do those first, because this is just a simple review assignment that combines a few problems from all of the old assignments in this unit. And if you haven't done those yet, then you're going to be confused about several problems on this assignment. If you have done all of those, then welcome. You're exactly where you need to be. Now it's up to you at this point whether you want to pause, try some of these yourself, see how much you've learned, and then maybe check your work or come back if you have a question. You could even fast forward this video to a specific problem that you might not know. Or, especially if you're not in my class and you're just watching this because you're, bored, or you just found this on the internet some other way, hello to you as well. And we could dive right in and you could join from the very beginning. And right away, this is just, this is so great to use from the very beginning. I have been doing these videos now for a while. I've been doing them in a random order. This is actually the 101st video I've recorded. And in that time, I have been using all sorts of online resources to help myself record these videos. And just last video, the 100th video that I did, I discovered online that there is a way to convert this fraction to a decimal that does not use this decimal to fraction calculator soup calculator that we had up there for so long. Instead, you simply just hit this button that has the fraction. And when you do, oh my gosh, it beautifully creates it for you. Your graphing calculator can do this as well in class, and I look forward to showing you how to do that when we return. And if we're in class already, then you can use that method, because I'm sure I would have already taught you that as well. Number 2 is a similar problem. We just have to type in a new decimal and a new answer. I don't think this was originally a function in Desmos. It sounded like from my online data that I found this in, that it was added later, and it was very helpful because it was a common question that many teachers asked that were frustrated by that. 6 4/5. Okay, let's see if we can type this in. Sometimes it doesn't like us to do mixed fractions. Okay, it gives it to you as a fraction. Okay, well there you go. We have figured out that it still is not perfect and doesn't work for mixed fractions. So I wonder, again, if we go back though and we just type in 34/5. There you go. Okay, so you might have to split it up into 2 steps. You get your mixed to your improper, and your improper to the decimal. You don't even need to hit this because it's decimal by default. You could also do what we did before and just convert the 4/5 part of this to get 0.8, and then you know there's just going to be a 6 in front because it's 6 4/5. Your choice. As I always say, there's a lot of different ways of getting from here to there, and I'm okay with whatever way gets you there. I just might have to teach you from time to time better ways to do it. Okay. Can we simplify these fractions just straight up in here too? Yeah, we can. It's almost like I should go refilm that other video, but you know what? What's done is done. There was so much clicking back and forth on that. Amazing. Okay. Easy. And remember the 3 forms, and that you can put as many spaces you want in this or not. It will accept it either way. But make sure you use the reduced form on all 3. Then we have converting each of these to decimals and comparing them. So I've got 6/7, 1 to 2, 5 to 3. Okay, so I've got 6. Let's do it this way. 6/7, 1, 2, and 5/3. We do want decimals for these 5/3. This is 85 cents and some change. 50 cents, remember to add that extra little 0, and $1.60 rounds up 7. $1.66 rounds up to 86 cents and 50 cents. Either way, the least is definitely a half. Then I've got 6/7. And finally, you know, if the numerator is bigger than the denominator, common joke, 5 out of every 3 people have trouble with fractions. That's going to be the greatest one. For sure. Halfway done. a 508 foot tall building is blank inches tall, we can remember that there are 12 inches in a foot. So we need to multiply our feet by inches. This is another one where you can just utilize your online resources. But I know a lot of you, even if you're not great with like knowing that there are 5,280 feet in a mile, for instance, you might know there are 12 inches in a foot. That's a common one people memorize. Yards to inches. Yards to inches. Let me just write this one out. Another little old school practice like we did before. 22 yards. I know that in 1 yard it is 3 feet because I want the yards to cancel diagonally. And I know that there are, in 1 foot, there are 12 inches. I just went over that. Feet cancel diagonally as well. So we've got 3 times 12. 3 times 12 is 36 inches in a yard. There is something soothing, even though, yes, you don't need to do it now with technology. I'm going to sound like an old man, really. Oh, crap. 36 inches in 1 yard. I need to multiply that by 22. Anyway, I'm going to sound like an old man, but there's just something soothing about writing it out, canceling. Same thing with algebra problems. You just write them all out. There's something soothing about that. All right, well, now I know there are 36 inches in a yard. I don't need to do that math again. I just need to remember to multiply it by how many yards I have. So 720. I got so caught up in my lecture, old man sounding, writing out pitch that I didn't even fully read the problem. All right, complex fractions, yes. So let's remember that there is a very important way to write this, that you want your fraction to be on the right side. Our big fraction is in the middle now, so on top I'm just going to have this whole number, and on bottom I'm going to add my extra fraction. And this one again, 5 divided by 5 over 11 is the same thing as 5 times 11 over 5, where the 5's cancel, and you just get 11. And I think we might end this with just a few of these different scenarios that you could have. Yep, that you could have these fractions. Like this next one is different because your extra fraction is on top. And on bottom we just have 2. And we know now to click this button. Get that thing answered. So simple. 2/5. I'm unsure if it accepts it as a decimal. I don't think it does. So just make sure you write it in as a fraction. And finally, our third type of complex fraction. It's where we've got one fraction on top, and then I go to the bottom and add my second fraction. And I press my new favorite friend button, turn it into a fraction, 6 over 11. There's that common question. If you can go back in time, what would you tell your younger self? Well, right now, at this exact moment, I definitely have an answer for that. I would tell my younger self about the fraction button in Desmos. I would tell myself about that years ago. And how fitting is this, that my 101 video, this is taking 236 days, 17 hours. Holy cow. We could do some backwards math. Let's see, there's about 30 days in a month. Let's see, so 236 divided by, we'll say 30 and a half, average it out, though February throws it off. This is about between 7 and 8 months ago, which is the same thing as 4 months from now. I'm filming this in May. Oh, it actually tells you, never mind, I started this on September 20th, 2019 at 5:34 p.m. And it got done on May 14th. Wow. What a fitting way to end. All right. If you finish this, congratulations. You're done with the first unit of class. We will start on a completely new topic next week. Or, if this is on a Tuesday, I guess it would be on Thursday. But for now, have a great life. In general, however you are doing right now, I hope that life is progressing well for you. I hope society is back to quote-unquote normal. We figured this all out, and I'm so glad that I had this opportunity, a blessing in disguise, to record all of these videos for you so that you will have this, whether we're in class, whether we're out of class, whether you're in school, whether you're homesick, you have this to refer to, and that is so, so cool. This has been Class Away from Class. Each and every day I've done this. Your teacher Dylan is so honored and proud to be part of your experience. Bye-bye.